the vanillekranse from Old Stan, or what you Danes call den gamle by, we are going to make about 40 kranse, and we're going to use 175 grams of butter, which you will cut into fine pieces, and it has to be soft. 250 grams of flour, 125 grams of sugar, 1 egg, 125 grams of almonds, chopped and grinded, and half a bean of vanilla. And for that we can use a food processor. We're just gonna and so now you can see that we've actually chopped the almonds and the sugar, some of the sugar, and the vanilla bean quite nicely. And it's rather fine, and you can see some of the vanilla grain vanilla bean is still in there, but you can simply pluck out those pieces you don't want in your dough if they don't want to get. But it looks really nice. It's soft and it smells heavenly of vanilla. So now I've put the butter, soft and nice, really soft. You can see here, I can actually just do like this. It's very nice. It has to be soft and easy to knead. Sugar, the rest of the sugar, and the rest of the almonds that I chopped them very coarsely. And now I'm gonna add the rest of the almonds and sugar and vanilla bean, which sorry for the noise, I have to get the rest out of the bowl. And I'm gonna add the 250 grams of flour, and last but not least, our egg. So, and now you can guess what we're gonna do for the remaining time. Once everything is in the bowl, we are going to put our fingers into the sticky dough and give it a nice and thorough kneading so that it will be one sticky but wholesome and complete dough that we can roll out afterwards. So I'm just gonna do this now and I'll be back in a few seconds. This is what it should look like once you're done working the dough. And if you look really closely, you can see that there are very fine grains of vanilla. Those are the very small black dots in the dough. And also a nice blend of almonds. So it should be really easy to work with also because of the butter. And we're going to roll them into long finger-sized sticks now. So in a moment, I'll be back to show you how I've done it. Right, so now we're going to sprinkle a bit of flour on our kitchen counter on the table. And I'm just gonna put the dough here. Maybe see if I can course correct a bit here, yeah. And I'm gonna split the dough into smaller portions and simply start gently rolling them into these long arms. Now, you can actually, maybe this will be too long, you can actually decide yourself how long you want them to be, but also, saying that, how thin you want them to be. Because if you make them too thin, they might break and also be a little bit difficult to eat. But the whole thing comes down to making these nice little rings. See, this one broke already. Nice little rings that we call vanillekranse. So you can see here, it's up to you the size of the matter. And I'm going to put it over on my baking sheet. And work on the next one. So be careful not to make them too thin, otherwise they might break. I think I can make 2 out of this one. Yes, very nicely. So you just continue like this until you have a whole baking sheet full of lovely vanillekranse ready to go into the oven. So be back soon. Our batch is ready to go into the oven, and I've preheated the oven to 175 degrees Celsius, and I'm going to give them about 12 minutes, I think, for starters, because it's a new recipe for me. It's old, but it's a new recipe for me, and I'm not sure how my oven will take it. But 175 degrees, so we are ready to take out our lovely little vanillekranse from the oven and have a look at them in daylight. And they look perfect. Oh God, look at them. They're gorgeous. Rustic, old-fashioned, and gorgeous. And hopefully they will be tasty as well. When your little vanillekranse have cooled down, you can simply make lovely little gifts out of them by tying a ribbon around them in small portions. And they go great with a cup of coffee to maybe pamper your mum a bit to get better Christmas gifts. We don't know. And also they make lovely gifts for Granny if you put them in a jar with, you know, a glass jar where you tie the ribbon around instead. I will leave the recipe for you now here. It is your turn to actually do this little mini bake-off, and don't forget to upload your film when you're done editing it, and I look forward to seeing how your cookies turn out, your vanillekranse. Don't get confused by Old Stan. It is actually just Den Gamle By in Aarhus. Merry Christmas to you all, and Happy New Year once you get around to it. Thank you very much, and thanks for paying attention.